Oh shit. Wait. Damn. Fuck. Hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. Yo, this your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. I'm back with another video. Look, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like the video, all of that shit. Right. Hold on a second. Let me get something because I need to do something real quick. Just give me a second. I don't know why the fuck that shit happened. You can free up. All right. So let me delete this bullshit because I'm constantly getting these messages um from StreamYard telling me I need to free up space or I need to delete. So let me just delete some of these recordings. Do I want to delete that? Yeah, delete that. Delete. All right. All right. So yeah, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee, back with another video. Actually, let me go get my headphones real quick. Hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me turn these headphones on so then I can see how these shits go in the air. Fuck. Let me see. Bluetooth connected. Cool. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear me. So listen, it's your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. I'm back with another video. I just really am coming to do a quick video. This ain't gonna be long at all because I'm not at home, so I don't have all my accoutrements, the microphone and the fucking computer and shit. So I was gonna go live tonight, but I didn't have all my shit with me. So I just wanted to come and first make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, all of that shit, right? So I wanted to come and chit chat real quick because I had seen some shit from the Breakfast Club with the people talking about Charlamagne wanting to like reconcile with Nicki Minaj, right? What's up, Raven? What's up, Nia? Yeah, so I had seen something with Charlemagne wanting to reconcile with Nikki, right? Damn, I don't know. Let me know if you can hear me before I proceed. Let me know if you can hear me clearly because I don't know if this shit is working. I have not broadcast from my phone in so long that this shit feels crazy. I hope everyone is doing good on this Sunday. Yo, you know what's so crazy to me? Some people will really, and it's crazy when you're a regular person like me. Like, yo, I don't know. Like, let me know if this has ever happened to you. Even if I'm pretty sure that this has happened with somebody trying to even review my content. Now, I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that. But ever since I've been a little boy, people have always complimented. Okay, you can hear me. People have always complimented me and said that I love your voice. I love, like, you sound like you could be on the radio or you could do. I always get that even to today, right? But I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who has listened to content on YouTube where a person's voice just fucking annoys you, right? It's like you be really trying. So I made this post on my community wall, and this chick got mad. She's like, "Oh, you're just mad because you're caught out there. You've been listening for 10 plus years." First and foremost, I haven't even been listening to commentary for 10 years. So it just be crazy that people have all of these invested emotions into you. And it's like, sweetheart, I don't even know you. It's like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who's listened to somebody's channel. Like, let me give you an example, right? I remember certain times I would listen to, and I think this is probably why I don't listen to her channel like that, but I used to, just for certain things, I would listen to Impressive channel, but it's certain things about her voice I don't like. So I guess that's probably why I'm not a constant. But if you could see, her numbers are up. For me personally, I don't like the way the voice is. So I'm not gravitated towards that. Listen, it takes a lot for me it takes a lot, not really a lot, but it's a certain formula for me to like somebody's content. For one, I have to like your voice. For two, you have to be knowledgeable and analytical. That's just me. This is LaRon, right? So I'm pretty sure somebody probably came to my channel. I remember before when I was eating on my channel, somebody was like, "Oh my God, it's so horrible. I can never come back to your channel because you was eating on the microphone." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's gonna have their little different things that they love and that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. So since Nicki is coming out with new music and everyone is kind of over the hate train, I feel like they hold on a second. Let me see something real quick. Settings. Damn, yo, I have not broadcasted from a fucking phone in so long. So listen, um, if I watch a video and the voice is annoying, it's a huge turnoff, right? But it's crazy is that like I can't even post like, listen, YouTube, this is a whole community. I post shit on my community tab that other people can relate to or whatever. So I make a post saying that somebody's voice annoyed me, and this girl comments under like, "Oh, you're just mad because you're caught. You've been watching for a decade." It's like, who have I been watching for a decade? I have not been watching anybody for a decade. And furthermore, my opinion on somebody's voice shouldn't make you feel that type of way to where you all of a sudden you've never commented and congratulated on music or anything, but as soon as you feel like somebody is saying something, listen, I could be listen, first and foremost, you know what's so crazy? I just got off of a video. You don't even know who I'm talking about because I just got off of a video with Nikki Tutorials. What blew my mind away is that this girl got Adele on her channel. Like that's not my type of commentary, you know what I'm saying? Like impressive, she gets views and shit, but that's like I don't know. I think I just don't really like. I like the fact that a black woman is winning, but I don't really connect with that type of commentary. You know what I'm saying? But her numbers is up. Everything ain't for everybody, and you know what I'm saying. You can't force that shit. What's up, Sarah? This feels so strange, like real talk, because I'm not used to broadcasting from the damn phone. So listen, you know, the Breakfast Club, they had a video up the other day and they was talking about everything that had transpired with Charlamagne saying that he wanted to reconcile with Nicki Minaj. But what made me feel good was, and let me know if you guys could still hear me, right? I'm gonna check back into the chat. What made me feel good was is that when I was looking through the Breakfast Club YouTube, the comments. Y'all, Nikki gonna use him as she should, Jim. You see what I'm saying? So listen, I don't want y'all to think for one moment that I feel like it was right with Charlemagne. You said no sound? Fuck. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see if I can. So now you can hear? Hold on. All right. So you said we can hear. Okay. We can hear. Okay, cool. What's up, Paraphernalia? What's up, Dior? What's up, Rishon? Just start over. Damn, no, I don't want to start over because I'm not home. I don't have all of the accoutrements. You know, like they be having a Birkin bags and all of these. I don't have my computer. I don't have the microphone. So, you know, it's just going to be a straight run for it. I wish I could. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, my bad. I had to get a different device because I think the sound went away when I had when I went to YouTube because I want to read the YouTube comments. So just give me a second as I pull this up. So listen, I don't want you guys to think for one moment that I let me see the Breakfast Club. I don't want you to think for one moment that it's like I got some sort of a Stockholm syndrome and I'm not caring what Charlamagne the guy said about Nikki. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that this is a business, right? We're not talking about friendships and trying to be friends and shit like this. We're talking about somebody coming out trying to promote their album and shit like that. What's up, Kay Holiday? What's up, Rudy? Not just starting over Aaron. Charlamagne and everybody else know the documentary is coming and they don't know what might be or who might be in it. But listen, I am Dom. We was talking about this the other day. I don't think that it would be wise for Nikki to come back on her like, okay, I don't think it's wise to put shit like that in it. Maybe I think, you know, Nikki says she's gonna be talking about some things, but we don't know the extent of it. I just personally don't feel like it's good to come out with an era and just Like, knock them motherfuckers over. We did that already. I'm over it. Like, I just want some. I want me personally. This is not my career though, but I just want a flawless rollout. Like, come on, Charlamagne the God is not Nicki Minaj's friend at all. You know, like who cares? Hold on a second. I want to bring up the comments. Hold on. Hold on. All right. How do I get to the comments? Hold on a second. All right. So I just wanted to read some of the I wanted to read some of the comments from the Breakfast Club because I feel like it's crazy because a lot of times the people who are on the internet, not everybody listens to like commentary and shit like that. But it's good to see that there's other people under the comments who do feel the same way as a lot of us do feel. But I'm just saying, on top of it, there's no reason to be emotional and to come back thrashing for some shit from the 2018 era. Like, there's no reason for that. Let's move forward. That's how I feel, right? So I'm just going to read over some of the comments. It says, I genuinely believe that Charlamagne wants to reconcile with Nicki, but he's done way too much damage for there to ever be a reconciliation. I guess the hate train is getting too old for him. Them hate train checks must have dried up. Uh, Actually, with me, right, I can see what the person is saying, but I do believe that people do reflect, and especially like somebody understood when I said it in the comments. Charlamagne is always talking about psychology and shit like that, and even if he does have some sort of issue, I do think that when you are in the mode of getting, going to see a psychologist and shit like that, you do reflect on how you showing up, right? And I'm pretty sure that he sits back and he realizes that, you know what, I did do a lot of shit towards Nicki or whatever. So I'm not gonna say that. I do think, listen, a lot of people have said fucked up shit about Nicki, right? And people have the right to apologize. People have the right to move forward. So I just feel like the thing that just made it whack with Charlamagne is because we know where it was coming from. Uh, let's see. Charlamagne can't address the situation in a half-assed way. You were one of Nicki's biggest haters during the difficult time in her career. You switched up heavily when Cardi came in. I do agree. We ain't forget, and y'all really don't be playing her music. That's a different type of karma that'll have on you. Leave Nicki alone. I think she deserves peace and giving her flowers while she's here. Something y'all never going to do. Be honest. Ooh, I love this comment so much. Be honest and own your shit. That's all people want Charlamagne to do, right? And that's so true, right? Especially when they said you switched up heavily when Cardi came in, a racially ambiguous, non-talented woman who they pushed ahead of Nicki Minaj, right? I think that's what hurts the most to me as a fan. I don't know what hurts Nicki, right? But I think that's what hurts the most for me as a fan is that he did this for somebody who's not even talented. I'm telling you guys, I love female rap, even until like to the point, you know, people start having opinions and shit on people once all this internet shit came into play. But I'm telling you, back then, if you was talented, I was listening to your music. I was listening to Remy. I was listening to Lil Kim. I was listening to Foxy, even though she was my favorite. But I feel like now with the social media shit, it makes you not like, I don't fuck with Cardi. I don't like her as a person and I don't like her music. Um, so, but it's just like when you see Cardi come into the game and Charlamagne really down Nicki Minaj for her, I think that they need to maybe talk off the record before they do, if they do the interview on the Breakfast Club. But it's just good that I see that people are in the comments really going in. Like if you go to the Power 105 video that they posted, it's a lot of good comments here. And somebody said, I call bullshit. Charlamagne was one of the main people slandering Nicki Minaj during the hate train. They have fake fans. They have been fake fans, never listened to her music, even got the album wrong that she was on. And he named the first album. Oh wow. Um, I love how shout out to Nicki Minaj when DJ Envy publicly said that he wasn't going to play Nicki's music because of a bar she dropped, and Charlotte switched when he saw Cardi blowing up. They both very much were conductors of the 2018 Nicki Minaj hate train. I'll tell you, people is going in these comments. People love and support you when it's beneficial. As soon as they get out their lives and they start to miss you, right? I don't give a fuck who you are. It took some sort of like understanding even for Joe Buttons to come up. Like for all of them, they know, come on, man. And I think that's what really kills them is just seeing a successful black woman like that. And they be like, damn, like how Nikki said, what is it going to take to get rid of this bitch? Like, you feel me? And that's why I'm happy that she suited up and she got a strong man in her corner. That nigga let her be Nicki Minaj, but she's also a businesswoman now. Like she's a businesswoman, always been, right? I just don't want the emotions to get the best of like, fuck all that emotional shit, nigga. My album's coming out. Fuck that. What you said, okay. even if I don't forgive you, like, listen, we could come to some sort of understanding, right? People get that shit fucked up. Just because you forgive somebody, I don't mean you got to be their friend again. He don't ever have to be close to her and know her phone numbers or shit like that. The only thing Charlamagne needs to know is when she pulling up to do that interview. That's it. So you got to get out of that emotion. All promotion is good promotion when it comes to rolling out your album, and I don't want that missed the next time. I don't. I got to say, Charlamagne has really grown. During the first few years of the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne was arrogant, egotistical, rude, and he put out a lot of negative energy. But over the past couple of years, yeah, especially what he did to Lil Mama, I really have noticed the growth. People change and we must allow them to evolve and grow. We can't hold people to their past. Salute Charlamagne. And you know what? I do agree with that. That comment got 460 likes. Listen, that's all good, but you got to think about the extent. This is why I love Peyton Marie Charles' channel. When she was talking about, she was just like, look, this is how I feel personally, right? I can have respect for you, but if you shade me or you slight me in any way, I'm not fucking with you no more like that, right? But at the same time, business is business, and unfortunately, Charlamagne is one of those people. He has a reach. He has a reach, like with being connected to Power 105, and that is an appropriate platform that I do believe that's needed for Nicki to roll her album out. You can say what you want to say. You can want the Zane Lowe interview. To me, I would have preferred the Breakfast Club interview for the Queen era, but we know everything that was going on. Also, stay woke and realize this, right? Imagine this corny faced girl who doesn't have any talent messing up all of Nicki Minaj's business relationships by getting close with people, having them switch their pitch and stuff. No, that whole hate train shit has made it so that Nicki don't have access to the people. No, we need to break through that. I'm telling you. And this is why you always need a strong man in your corner to make you weave through the emotional thoughts. Fuck that shit. Charlamagne is not your friend. I would tell Nicki straight to her face, he's not your friend. DJ Envy is not your friend. Angela He is not your friend. This is business. And I'm pretty sure she gets that. This is business. Fuck them niggas. Fuck what they said in the past. You had several certifications since they've been hating. Several certifications since they've been hating. So they ain't stopped shit. They ain't stopped nothing. So let's go up there and promote this shit and get this bag. Now, being that it's been a little personal, I do think they need to have a little huddle before it goes forward, based on what's going to be not really what's going to be talked about, because you want the interview to be organic. But I do think that maybe they need to hash some shit over, because either we're going to keep this shit real or we not. All I know is Nicki is strong as fuck. If I went through all that shit, I'd be in someone's mental hospital. That's what I'm saying. Yo, it's just something related to us New Yorkers. Real talk. Cause what's this girl thing that I shared? Depressed or whatever. I don't know what it's like to stop. I don't. Like, all I know is business as usual. That's it. That's all I know. That's my motto. Charlamagne is acting like it's about Anaconda. That's what I'm saying. See, the people in the comments, they're smart as fuck. Charlamagne is acting like it's about Anaconda. No, it's the fact that he consistently tore Nicki down every chance that he got to uplift others. Charlamagne acted like they were super cool, but they really wasn't, because that's not how you treat someone that you have love for or you super cool with. Yes, I agree. Because if you love somebody, this is what I'm saying. You got to pay attention to the little shit that people do, right? Always. If you fuck with somebody, you support them without accent, like, and it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? But with Charlemagne, you can't tell me that he wasn't getting no check. He had to be getting a check from Atlantic to be able to just go that hard against Nikki, to make this talented woman look, to attempt to make her look insufficient. You know what? I love the smart barbs, because I remember when Megatron came out, it was this barb that called into the radio show and they was like, "Are you gonna pay Megatron?" She was like, "Because you don't ever play her on the show." I love the barbs who remove the emotion from the commentary, like, you know what I'm saying, who talk the straight facts and get straight to it. Fuck that. You can, all that crying shit is not going to do nothing. Or you know what it's going to do? Listen, let me just teach you some shit, especially coming from New York, right? when somebody, let's say somebody, even if they do got you under pressure, right? You better not fucking show it. You better only show resilience and show strength. Because when you show motherfuckers, that's why when I see another content creator, when somebody kept going at them before, I said they doing that shit because they see how you reacting. No, that's not how this shit goes. Like so I think Nicki strategically, and especially being such a strong woman, she didn't lash out and do certain shit because that makes you, it does make you look weak in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, this was not about Anaconda. It wasn't about it. And I hate that he tried to latch on. See, that's that narcissism shit where people try to clench onto some shit. One of my friends tried to do that shit to me. When we argue about something, you want to bring up some other shit that don't have nothing to do with it. These niggas be know what the fuck they doing. All right, so for about a year straight on the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne was saying, "But don't let this distract you from the fact that Remy Ma bodied Nicki Minaj over the ether beat." Laughing out loud. If I was Nicki, I wouldn't have anything to say to him. But see, you have to realize too, right? If those little things are gonna keep her away from going on that platform, that means that they have control over her reach. Ain't nobody got control over my motherfucking reach. Nobody. Hold on a second. I've been saying this, but no, these damn Cardi fans swear Cardi is a queen when she ain't put in the work. Listen, that's a joke. We buying buildings, we on blah blogs. There's no emotion involved in this about self-awareness, knowing the workplace that you're in. She would be reaching down to them. Nicki has control over her career, and those who pander to radio don't. Right. But you have to admit that it's an outlet, and people who go up there, they do really well. I don't want the next era to be full of, I'm not fucking with, like, you don't got to be these people friends. And I understand, trust me, I am coherent. I have a brain that works. I understand that Charlamagne was on Nicki's project. I understand how big it was, the level of it, right? I understand that, right? But he's not her friend at the end of the day. He's not. Shit, she's better off being friends with some of the YouTubers than that. Shit. Sending Charlamagne healing energy. So glad to see he's mature and apologize. Okay. This man, I repeat, a whole grown man was talking so much mess about Nicki, and now you want to reconcile? Is it because you see her happily and being the queen and that she is while you tried to tear her down for years? Karma is evil. Karma is a evil human being that will walk up to you and hurt just to hurt people instead of uplifts like he so preaches. Nicki deserves respect. Agreed. I can't believe these men lie as if they didn't see the whole industry disrespect they had to whatever for Nicki. Yes, yes, I agree. At the end of the day, it's up to Nicki to forgive him. Yep. I remember tuning into that show on the radio, and Charlamagne will rip Nicki up almost every episode. Let's not even get into when Cardi first came out. We couldn't rest. Men attack Nicki every second, and you know what? That's why, see, a lot of people look at the shit and think that Cardi, let me tell you something, right? And niggas might try to say, oh, you hating. I'm not impressed by none of that Playboy shit that Cardi is doing. Playboy fucks with anybody who fucks with them. Feel me? Magazines ain't even really a huge thing no more. Shout out to you for you doing it, but it's just like, you got to be able to look at shit to be like, oh, that's like, for example, how they tried to make you feel about the whole Brew soundtrack, like it was something so big, and we seen what it did the same day in real time, and it didn't chart and it didn't go up. You know what I'm saying? We understand what it is. This is what commentary is about, to awaken you to, at least from me, it is to awaken you so that you see what the fuck we talking about. Feel me? When the release is not through the label, it don't do good. And to me, that's not real. It's not. So you trying to boost up somebody who literally was dragged up. Let's see. One of the realest things I ever heard Charlamagne say on this channel was Nicki is a living queen legend that she did is untouchable. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to need Charlamagne to come clean as to why he was happy to tear Nicki down and prop up a fraud, says the third, who doesn't write shit. See, I love y'all. I love when I see fans who make comments like this and they saying real shit, not just on some emotional shit. See, this is the type of comments I pay attention to. I'm going to need Charlamagne to come clean as to why he was so happy to tear Nicki down and prop up a fraud who doesn't write shit as good for the culture. Why did he get a plaque for the record? Explain that first. Right. And see, and you know what I don't want, and I'm honest with you, even though I'm giving it in the commentary, just with like analyzing this shit, right? I don't want Nicki's interview on the Breakfast Club to be anything about Cardi. I don't want her name mentioned because I don't feel like this girl's name deserves to be even mixed. And unfortunately, the algorithms, the powers that be, and money marketing has mixed it to where her name is there. She don't deserve to be mentioned in Nicki's interview because she's not talented. She's not. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes, Shorty is definitely lucky. Nicki is blessed. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes, she's lucky. Nicki's blessed. She's lucky that she got to Love and Hip Hop and they concocted and put her in the place that she's in. She's lucky. She ain't blessed. I used to be one of the biggest haters, but more than I learned from this man. Oh no, no, no. He was one of the main guys who pushed the Nicki brand forward back in the day. Her biggest fan. Then went down the river since then. It could never be late to mend wounds and friends. This is a lesson for all of us. Sometimes you have to put your ego aside. Maybe Nicki and Charlamagne needs to do some sort of dinner. They need to come to. They need to do a dinner or something. I feel like it because you can't deny that they did have a closeness and she had him on the fucking press conference, right? You can't deny that. But I do think that as a woman, you hurt, especially when you trust somebody as a human being, period. When you trust somebody and you open up and then they do some fraud shit like that. No. You know what the type of nigga I am? I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Hold on a second. We buying buildings, we don't blah blah blah. Let me read some of the comments. I don't think he was getting paid in cash. They probably told him to push the hate train in return. They would, yep. And I don't like how Charlamagne gaslights the fans by mocking us, saying Atlantic was paying him. Payment isn't always in money for him. Thank you. And think about this. I want to remind you, payola is not just what they pay to promote Cardi, it's also the lack of playing Nicki. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. Because why wouldn't they play her? Why? Fuck out of here. Cheers to an easy rollout. Yup, no drama era. Charlamagne is a bottom. 4 years, no sophomore album. Exactly. Like they just got fans out here like that. Trust me. If anything that Bruce soundtrack showed is that there's no fans really waiting. They're algorithm driven. They're playlist fans. Fuck out of here. Real talk. The only people who always got Nicki back are Kenny and Papa Bear. There's no friends in the game. You learned that yet? Yeah. I want this era. I want this era to not hold back the fuck these people and stay in a lane type era. I don't like the forgiving cause as a Sag myself. Nicki is coming and taking over. Going to be real. They're going to be on her. They're trying to be on her good side for this era because it's about to be big. And you know what? When Nicki went up, you gotta think about it. When Nicki went to Power 105, she did Clue. So I'm pretty sure that was a smack in the face. YouTube the interview. She did DJ Clue. You know the Breakfast Club was mad about that. Could you imagine being in the same building and she comes to do Clue later that night and she didn't do your show? So yes, they was mad during the Queen rollout. I just feel like, listen, understand what I'm saying here and really listen. That Cardi B shit fucked up a lot of Nicki's relationships. And if I was a motherfucking manager or a person associated, see Nicki, her Nicki can control if the manager like, yo, we want to do Breakfast Club, and Nicki could probably be like, no, I'm not doing that shit because of XYZ, right? I understand how women can be in their feelings, but if I would have just been like, no, we doing that shit, fuck that. But then again, back then at that time, you don't know, you could have been literally walking into fire. But listen, I do think a lot of ego does play into the situation from both sides because Nikki probably was expecting a certain level of respect from Charlamagne, and then when he wasn't doing it, she just said "fuck you." And then you believe this or not, when somebody stops fucking with you, it actually hurts them. It really does because I'm the type of friend, especially if I liked you on some shit like that and I respect you. I would rather just not speak to you no more, and then you just be like, "Damn, they really don't fuck with me." Yep, I just would rather be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to do that. But for certain people who you don't respect like that, yeah, you might be subliminal. Yeah, we all listen. We all do shit like that. But I just feel like he did definitely go far. He did definitely go far in regards to the things that he said towards Nikki. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep going back to that's not her friend. This is business. Point blank. Let's see. I think Nicki and Charlamagne's relationship is where it should be. Charlamagne said way too much shit about Nicki for the relationship to be reconciled. Therefore, they don't have a relationship. Not friends, but not enemies either. Just nothing. Oh, I like that comment, Natalie. Let me read that again. I think Nicki and Charlamagne's relationship is where it should be. Charlamagne said way too much shit about Nicki for that relationship to be reconciled. Therefore, they don't have a relationship. Not friends, but not enemies either. Just nothing. Ooh, I like that. Somebody said y'all too grown to be acting like this. To the girl who made that comment. Oh, now he want to be friends like I forgot. Bye, Charlamagne. To hell you go. Do not pass and collect 200. That's crazy. And somebody named Chris said, "Oh, now he wants a reconciliation after he spent the last 5 years turning her down every chance he got. Now stay on your side with the illiterate stripper you championed." Ooh, I like that. Okay, Chris Francique. I like that. I like when niggas be straight to the point and they write in complete sentences. Oh, now he wants a reconciliation after he spent the last 5 years tearing her down every chance he got. Nah, stay in your lane with the illiterate stripper you champion. Period. He should reconcile with that young woman's family he violated. Damn. Let me go to the bottom. DJ Envy is real hateful one that contribute to the push or see the guy to act shady. Charlamagne is not Leo Cohen or Ken Ehrlich. I wish y'all would wake up. Nikki's problems are much bigger than radio. Charlamagne does not have the power to unblackball her from radio. Well, we know that DJ Envy it was associated when she had that issue with him. Listen, I'm not talking about Leo Cohen or Ken Ehrlich in regards to how it can relate to YouTube or Spotify. I'm not talking about that. So, Gabby, I want you to be laser focused on what I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing press, doing promo, right? We see that when Nikki do interviews like with Funk Flex or whatever, her videos do millions. I personally think that the Breakfast Club is a great platform for her to go on to, regardless if they had issues. Listen, as we looking and reading through these comments, so many people feel the way that we do. So it would be an amazing interview. Don't cut it out for emotion. I'm sorry. I'm not. I wouldn't cut it out. I would not say no. I think that it because a lot of people in these comments, and I know that these are people who don't even be on my channel and different channels. Like these are just people from YouTube. So if those people are feeling like that, come on. This interview does need to happen, in my opinion, though. Let's see. Nikki deserves more than a quick segment. The amount of stress and gaslighting she endured because of this situation deserves a full episode of acknowledgement and apology. No one deserves what she went through during the hate train era, says Instaglow. I bet Charlamagne won't apologize to JT. Wait to Janet Jackson for giving what? I will. I bet you Charlamagne won't apologize to JT Jackson for giving him the donkey of the day. Now he has cleared all charges. I don't know what they talking about. Nikki can never recover from what Charlamagne did to her. She would be a fool to entertain that envy. See, I understand what the people could say, but I'm also sensitive to what type of advice people pour into me because the next thing you know, you'll be feeling the way that they feel. Nope, I feel the way that I feel. I do, but I understand and I respect people. Well, if you want peace with Nikki, you're gonna have to apologize on all the negative things he said about her. I love that people are on it. Nikki is a Sagittarius, Nikki is a Sagittarius, and if you know us Sagittarius, there is no going back. She made her decision, and you will never be a part of it. Hmm. Somebody said, "Who would have thought that this dude was sniffing ladies' chairs, and the dude that was sniffing ladies' chairs would have evolved into this man?" I'm proud of him. Um, Breakfast Club DM said, Breakfast Club did Nikki dirty, but I'm glad there's hope for reconciliation, healing energy, and whatnot. See? I admire Charlamagne's growth, and I know Nikki is a female rap legend that changed the game, but Charlamagne did constantly big up Cardi B over Nikki, knowing damn well Cardi B is a fun person and she cannot rap at all. Thank you is all hypocrisy. Nicki Minaj is one of the greatest of all time. This girl is a legend. And you see how some foo gal them listen, and I listen. I ain't even have to say nothing about this, but when I looked into them comments on the shade room, it's like these people really be trying to push Doja Cat. I'm sorry. She's good at what she does, but she do not compare that girl to Beyonce. She will never be on Beyonce. She can't even top the motherfucking 1997 era. Stop pushing and gassing these people. Y'all did that shit to Normani, and you see what the fuck it did to her. That's why we don't got the second single from her right now. Stop doing that shit. Doja Cat ain't nowhere near Beyonce. Record sales, pure wise, or stream, like nothing. Nothing. No things. Stop it. That shit was so stupid. It was a stupid ass person who tweeted that shit. Stop saying stupid shit like that. Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, my bad. I had clicked off. I went to iTunes. Doja not even like niggas. That woman's song is annoying. I don't know why people said that that shit was so good. Listen, I was looking on iTunes just now, and let me just see if I could see. Let me bring up iTunes. iTunes. Let me check on here because from what I based on what I seen, I don't see that shit charting. Not now. Let me just bring this up right now. All right, so Woman just came out. Typically, when a music video comes out, the song just pumps up. You see Lotto on here. Lotto's on here. I don't see nothing from Woman. I don't see anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop gassing these motherfuckers up. Never Beyonce could come out with a single that's been on an album out forever. And if that video come out, she's going top in the top. Doja Cat, this is what I'm saying. Like, don't let these people gas you. Stop fucking comparing Beyonce to motherfucking Doja. Like, stop it. The potential, my ass. Stop it. You don't even got the 1997 impact was crazy. You know what's so crazy? When Destiny Child came out, everybody knew that Beyonce was gonna that she needed to go solo because she was just that. Doja Cat ain't never served up anything like that to make me come on. Stop it. So hold on, let me finish this. I just want to read a few more comments. I've been here 36 minutes. I'm getting off at 40 minutes. I just really wanted to come out here just to see. Um, I really wanted to come up here and just, you know, read some of the comments because so many different people feel the same way about so many people feel the same way about like how we feel, so it's not just like this type of like what I want to say, hold on, oh shit. Doja Cat's the one to be Roman Loader. Doja Cat singing ain't all that either, no. She make me cringe a lot in a lot of the music. I used to love Doja, but I don't know who she is anymore. Exactly. A fraction. She ain't even half, like, come on. Yeah, but what I was trying to say is that it feels good to see that commentary like that is not just isolated to just like certain channels. No, this shit is big and everybody's talking about it. One of the Let me just see. Yeah. I used to be one of the biggest haters, but the more I learn from this man, the more I see he has a good heart. He was one of the main guys who pushed Nicki. Oh, okay, I read that already. The Nicki hate train was real. The industry really turned on her for some mid. Thank you for some mid. You know what? I was so many emotions was going through my head, and no disrespect to anybody, Latino, Hispanic, or anything, right? But I just felt like it's cool to have an artist like your J Lo or whatever. Even though we know she's not really talented, no wonder why her and Cardi connect so much. But it's good to have your artist, but it's just like, come on, this is not the right way to go. Everybody in these comments is saying how Cardi is not talented. This is how I know that she's propped up, guys. How are all these people in these comments making all these comments about Cardi, and then when she drops shit through Atlantic, it do good, and then when she don't drop shit through Atlantic, it does bad? Where are the fans at, sweetheart? Because we will never do Nicki like that. We ain't gonna never forsake Nicki like that ever. Um, hmm, let's see. Um, I see what it is. You want her to stop by when her albums drop. That's it. But you know what? No. As much as I love the show, the constant disrespect show to Nicki Minaj here has been something else. Shameful. No love for her during the hate train. But now y'all want to talk? Please. I wouldn't blame her if she didn't give y'all the time and day. The queen deserves better. Y'all don't even listen to the music if she dropped, if even if it dropped tonight. Where they listen to it. And see, this is why I want, like, okay, like this person said, if I know Nikki, she probably is not gonna let Charlamagne the God back in her life. Stop saying this back in her life shit. This is business. This is where you got to separate it. And I think we all thinking about the press conference and the closeness. This is business. Look at her how she deals with Funk Master Flex. There's no friends. Fuck that. There ain't no friends. This is business. You see how her and Funk Flex made up. Regardless, he tried to play her too. Do you not understand that? He tried to play her too. I think people think Nikki is a little more emotional than she really is. I think she knows that this is business. Um, he betrayed her, especially at a rough time in life when everyone turned on her, and I don't blame her. Somebody said, glad that Uncle Charlotte came to his conclusion, but friend, you're gonna have to give her the biggest apology for not only Anaconda, but how you switched up when Cardi came. We ain't forget how you reacted to Sheether and acted as if she fell off until it became cool to give her flowers and she didn't. See, even with Remy and all of that, right? I could even tell. I know I'm a Remy Ma fan, and I could tell by even the stuff she was saying. Like she was just like how you know, you know, she did certain things to people, like whatever the case may be, right? But you have to really look at it like Nick Remy didn't do anything for Nicki. Like she didn't do anything. She didn't stop anything. Nicki was still out selling. Nicki went on tour after, released the album, did almost 200,000 first week, almost 100,000 of it was pure. Like what? This ain't no 12,000 first week or less artist. This not. Mm, let me see. I think the Breakfast Club should let Nikki come on and do a whole hour of how I felt and then what I feel now about the moment she had to defend her art in the industry when the art in the industry felt she would bow down in disgrace in the hip hop field straight up. Okay. Well, if you want peace with Nikki, you gotta apologize for all the negative shit you said about her. And this is a music person because they have a music icon next to their name like mine. I just love to see people's comments from people who I don't normally read, just to show that we all, you know, thinking and shit and disrespect is universal. Fuck that. Don't be thinking that it's just us. And you start seeing these people who do commentary and they blatantly trying to hate on Nikki to push somebody who's racially ambiguous and untalented. You're a dummy in the face. I don't give a fuck how much makeup and surgery they do to make you look cleaned up and marketable. No, you don't deserve to rock this lane. Before being a black female rapper and being a female rapper in itself was just something legendary to be. It's turned into clown shit. It's all they want is the accoutrements and the new sets and the clothes and shit like that. It's bigger than that. Taking all these stupid ass endorsement deals just to make it seem like you popping more. Like Nikki does shit that's powerful. She don't just grab anything, and you know that. You heard when she was on the radio with G, and she was like, "Didn't I just turn down a $5 million shoe deal? Ugly ass fucking shoes. No, no, fuck that." Um, let me see. Let me see what else people talking about. Okay, it's 42 minutes. I'll do 50 minutes and I'm out of here for sure. For sure. Let me read some of the comments before people were saying. Let's see. Oh, Oprah interview would be dope. Yes. And you know what's so sad amongst all of this, guys, that people don't even realize amongst all the shit that we talking about, right? Even me, I have to admit it, as a fan, the Nicki Minaj, it just be like it's like with her, it's like a whirlwind. Even when she comes out with a new music or she drops new pictures or she goes live on Instagram, it's just like you almost forget about the other things that happen. But it was just like the other day when they talked about, the situation with her dad. It's like amongst all of this, she lost her fucking father this year. It's almost like you look at her like almost like is she like a superhuman because there's so many things that just happen like back to back like that. You feel me? Like I felt bad even as a fan because I'm like, oh shit, oh my God, like I forgot for a second that she lost her father this year. It's just always something going on with I think her celebrity is so big that sometimes you can forget about certain things that may have just happened. But that's like huge. That's huge. But um, one thing about the Queen Onika is she's a forgiving queen, but trust me, she's not gonna forgive you from a distance, Charlamagne. Yep. Long as she go in there and promote that next album, that's all I want. I want all of the outlets to know. I want her record play every hour on the motherfucking hour, every hour on the hour. Um, Nikki is a thank you. Somebody named Papa commented. They said Nikki is a businesswoman. This is business. Now y'all can't be friends, but she definitely gonna raise the price and make sure that all of you did all your research on the other than her husband's business. Focus on the music and apology accepted. Okay. Listen, you need people. You listen, and I believe that women are wired the way that they're wired, right? And I do think that sometimes women lead with emotions. Sometimes even as men, we can lead with emotions, but you got to sit still sometimes. Like to me, business as usual. DJ Envy got a lot of nerve saying shout out to Nicki as if he wasn't the one to join the rest of the industry and trying to blackball Nicki's music from their playlist. Boy, if you don't shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere. And all of this, guys, I just want you to keep in mind, right? All of this for a racially ambiguous, non-talented girl who wasn't comfortable with the way that she looked, that had to go fix her face so that she could look softer in front of her man when she wake up in the morning. All of this for somebody who's just been concocted, put together as some sort of an industry plant. All of this for her? All of this? Why does she deserve this? Why doesn't Megan Thee Stallion deserve the payola that Cardi B gets? Why doesn't she deserve all of that? I don't understand it. I don't. He went hard pause when him and Nicki fell off. He was the bitter girlfriend when Nicki parted ways. Hmm. Something in that documentary he don't want Nicki to talk about. I miss Charlamagne when he used to hold black people accountable for their actions. Now he just caters to them. Makes me feel like someone told him to stop. Mm, they wasn't talking about Nicki. Well, Nicki is an icon, and she's so unbothered with her cute little baby boy Papa Bear. Good for you, Charlamagne the God, sending positive energy. Stop playing with the queen. Yeah, stop playing with the queen for the racially ambiguous, non-talented, untalented, just literally filling up space with Birkin bags and chains. Notice how, like, I even listen. You just filling it up. Nikki do different jewelry on her wrist. She start wearing all of these wrists full of all of these. Listen, it's so close. Listen, I be feeling like sometimes even doing commentary with like I be like I wish I could speak in Chinese. Like you feel me? Because I just like just some sort of difference because it's just like I feel like when I see Nicki do shit, then it turns into a trend. It's like just like when all of the girls wanted a name chain. Now I know Little Kim had the Queen Bee chain first, right? But it just turned into this whole thing where everybody wants a name chain. It's just like, why does everybody like to be like everybody else? That's why with me, as low budget that some people can think that Azealia Banks could be, I love to see her with her plain all gold chain with her fucking medallion on. It's just like it's the new dog chains. It's like everybody, oh, you're Cardi, your name says Cardi, you're Dring Doll, your chain says Dring Doll. Okay, like what the fuck? The shit is corny. To me, it is. He just realized how fine Nicki Minaj is and wants to be friends with her. If she don't reconcile, they will punish her in a way that she'll make headlines. I agree with that. If she don't reconcile, they will punish her in a way that she'll make headlines. Let's see. Somebody said, as she should. Joya Nicole said, as she should, because the queen is here and never coming off her throne. That's a fact, not an act. Think Pink. They swear Remy hurt Nicki career, but with that disc full of lies, hence why it didn't. Real hip hop lovers don't give a fuck about a whole track of lies. Right. I feel like it was very anti-black and racist on how Nicki was treated and still is. They are participating in their own erasure when tearing down Nicki for a racist Latina. Exactly. Exactly. For somebody who's concocted and only could tell you what the cotton did. Oh, give us a hour, LaRon, please. Yeah, I might do an hour. It depends. Listen, I just feel a little off because I'm on my cellular. I'm on my it's almost like I feel tongue tied. I'm on my phone and I'm not used to broadcasting from my phone no more. I typically, broadcast from the computer, so it's just a little different. Somebody says sending Charlamagne to God and Nikki healing energy. You know what? This is another thing. You know what you did. You know exactly what you did, and you knew that it would hurt me. Why do you have to send healing energy now? Just say, you know what, I fucked up. I want, you know what, but do you apologize for something like that? Do you say I'm sorry for something like? Hold on, let me bring this up. What Peyton said. This is what I really do believe this too. If you did something to me and you know you hurt me, why you gotta apologize? Like, hold on, Peyton. Like why you got to apologize to me if you know what you did was wrong and you know that you was trying to hurt me intentionally? Why you gotta apologize? Um, let's see. Let me bring that up. Let me see. Hold on, let me see if I find it. Hold on. Have any of y'all checked out? She just dropped some new vlogs too. She been doing like vlogmas. Well, I don't want to do this because see, it ain't gonna translate the same because I'm not on my computer. So let me just ditch this right now. Let me go back to where the fuck I was. See, I done got myself off kilter. Let me go back into this. Now let's move forward. Okay. No, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it. I want to mute it and I want to read the fucking comments. All right. Let me see what the most recent people said because I was reading what the people said on the top comments. Let me see what the most recent people said in regards to this. Somebody said it's the fake love. They really went in on Nicki Minaj hate train and praised Cardi B. Now you want to make up fake people, fake love, fake smiles in your face. Nicki, stay away. Says really real. Okay, really real. Somebody said, why y'all trying to bring this old shit back? Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Miss Charlamagne needs to come correct. He messing with one of the biggest fan bases in the world. Somebody said, I felt everybody do things and felt the way at the time. We get older and we see things differently. The same way Nicki made amends with Fendi, the guy who discovered her. We all human, not one celebrity is God. As fans, make some feel, oh my God, I can't even read that. Nah, 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 nah. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay. I can tell a lot of people in these comments struggle with forgiveness. Geesh, I hope some of y'all can sleep peacefully holding on to past hurts. Nicki doesn't have to be friends with him, but I sure hope she moved on and is impressed the way that some of y'all are. You know what, Jacquees McCullough? I definitely agree with that. I agree. Um, let's see. They just need something from the queen. That half-ass Apollo lie ain't gonna cut it. Maybe she never uttered the name of the tools in the tiny room they call studio on the third floor somewhere. I don't know what the hell SRC meant. Baby fat food. Okay, okay, okay. I don't like it, but Nikki should go on the show and show off and go off on them the way Jocelyn went off on Wendy. What Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club did to this woman for well over a year was unnecessary and cruel. You don't ever need to put a person down in order to lift up another one, and that's exactly what they did, right? Even people who do commentary on YouTube to try to make Nikki look bad, and you know that they love her, they just really trying to boost up this racially ambiguous chick who's just not talented. I wouldn't listen. I would be really scared. And listen, you know how Nikki said on the motherfucking check it out competition. I would love some, like, you know what I'm saying. I would really love it to be a thriving female rapper out here to be like, damn, she really is giving Nikki a run. None of these girls with the streaming platform playlist and payola, none of them are giving her a run. They not. Um, okay. Somebody said, Nikki, leave his ass in the dust. He fueled the hate train. He's a bully and an ass kisser. He tossed Nikki to the side and said her flow was weak. Same flow. Goodbye. Yup. DJ Envy is so fake. I don't deserve to ever sit down with Nicki Minaj again. Yes, he did, Amir Canty. Amir Canty said Nicki Minaj is a legend and an amazing lyricist, and Charlamagne completely propelled the narrative that Nicki Minaj was over and tried to embarrass her and ruin her career. Nicki should never trust you losers again. Y'all treated her like trash for a woman less than half her talent. After Nicki Minaj put in the work gave all these girls a job today. I agree. Let me go to the bottom and read comments. T-Boz needs to stay in her lane. Nobody talking about her, so she want to have friction off Nicki's name. Yes, Azalea has always been the only girl who gave Nicki a run, being in her own lane. Yep, I love her, Azalea Banks. Idolist Delilah, why you wasting your days and nights? All your friends are higher, all your friendships are failing. Are you suicidal? Are you in denial? Idolist Delilah, why you waking my latest song? Glad to see you smile, glad to see you so stable, so. All right, I'm done reading that commentary. Let me just I'm reading those comments. Let me just read a few of these comments before I get up out of here. He said the puss deeper than the blue sea. What's up, only one Parker TV? Shout out to you. I always see you out here. What's up, Tamara? I seen you the other day on was you on Nyla's channel last night? Yo, that guy who called in on that platform. Let me just tell you something, right? I want to say this. A lot of times we have these discussions where people talk about how the black man was taken out of the home because of welfare and all of this shit. I want to tell you firsthand from my family. I can only tell you because listen, everybody has their one-off stories or some shit like that. But just let me tell you, and I was blessed to come through. Listen, you know how in Mario they have different warps. A lot of us is not like, unfortunately, all of us we might come through different we come through different warps based on our parents or whatever. But you either born into a good family or you not. What I seen growing up, my grandfather, they had six children. I didn't grow up seeing anything about like my mom. First and foremost, they grew up. They wasn't on welfare. My grandfather worked hard. He was a Korean War veteran, and he also what else did my grandfather do? Did he do like construction or farming after that or something like that? My grandmother was a working class. She worked at Montgomery Wards back in the motherfucking 60s, 70s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? So my family has always been working class family. And I grew up seeing my grandfather up until the day that he died, that his children could have called at any time and asked for a loan, could have used him. I have memories of being a young kid and something certain things. Now my mom, she works and she does shit all in our house. She fixes everything when we was kids, right? But if it was certain things she couldn't do, my grandfather called. We would see him. My grandfather drove, and you would see him walking up the block to come do some shit. And if he would always check our room, and I would always like try to be slick when he came over, I would throw all my shit in my bedroom, in my closet, and he would pull the closet door open. He was like, "You gotta have a monster in there. You keep throwing all your stuff in there." But what I'm trying to tell you is that I seen that example growing up, seeing my grandfather until my grandmother died. They was together, seeing his kids being able to rely on him and he being a backbone for the family, right? So when I hear stories about black men, they was kicked out the home. I'm sorry. I believe that that is mindset and it's based on your stock. Either you know how you eat a soup, right? You can have the best motherfucking broccoli, the best chicken in the soup and everything. If the stock is fucking nasty, the soup is not good. My grandfather came from good stock, and that's why he pushed that forward with his children. My mom, let me tell you something. A lot of people, even today, you might look at it as corny, right? My grandfather being so strict, Korean War veteran, especially back from those days coming up, black people was proud. If somebody did something in the family, like how my mother got pregnant, she was pregnant when she was like 16, 17, right? They made sure that she continued a life to be productive because that was her child. She needed to go to college and be able to make a way for herself that she would be able to be successful, upstanding human being in this society, right? So when I see people like that, and my mom, she broke up with my dad when I was like 1 years old, and the reason why is because he was fucking selling weed out of the house and shit. If my mom would have got caught up with that, and her father and them would have found out, no, not just saying she left him for that, but that wasn't her lifestyle. You feel me? A lot of people stay in situations because they don't know what level or caliber what to hold up to. They don't know that. They never had it. So me growing up and seeing my grandfather and then in turn seeing my uncles and seeing so many positive black men, I definitely don't agree with any the system is holding, this, that. It's a lot of bullshit in these conversations. And there was a lot of mental illness on that damn phone call last night. Motherfuckers like, the white supremacy, that's why the black man can't get a. Listen, I've been unplugged from the matrix from almost 2 years off the hamster wheel of having a full-time job, and I'm still able to succeed and still able to make a way. Like I really believe that niggas just don't show up just for what. And listen, a lot of times it be issues with the women too, though, right? But a lot of times a bum is just going to be a bum based off of who they are. You know what I'm saying? Even, like I said, if the stock is not good, the man is not going to be good. Point blank. So I hate the excuses of people talking about, welfare took the black man out. No, because welfare didn't take my grandfather out. No, He was an upstanding. Listen, my mom, I love her to death because even though I don't be doing shit right all the time, she was one of those people. She was like, do it right the first time. Her father was so strict. Like, if she was like that with me, she's like, don't half-ass shit. Or you want to, don't nigger rig the shit. Like, when we putting something together, she like, take your time. Do it right so you don't have to do it again. My mom, I grew up to listen to her saying like, oh, I ain't doing that. Like, I remember one time I stole from the store and she made me bring it back when I was a little kid. She's like, I'm a law-abiding citizen. It's like we need to get back to those days to see it's too many of these 80s and 90s babies running around having these disrespectful ass kids. It's long over are the days where people felt like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble and this is gonna look like this for my family. You know what I'm saying? People don't even care about that no more. Real talk. It's fucked up. I don't know why I caught up on I don't know why I got caught by that. Your grandfather's a good one. A lot of these men grew up with no father figure. Yep. Let me tell you, as a grown man, it made me look back and be like, my mom left my father. She said he had a big trash bag full of weed, and she was like, she wasn't getting caught up in that shit. She said she flushed that shit. She packed all of our shit, and she brought us to my grandfather's house. And then a year later, she bought a house where we lived at on Northern Boulevard for 22 years. So yeah, she left that nigga because it wasn't of her lifestyle. Don't be getting with these niggas and you start looking at little things like, oh, it's okay, he do whatever, and then the next thing you know, it's a big thing blowing up. Fuck that. My mother left that nigga because it wasn't of her stature. She grew up with a father who she seen shit be done legit, the legit way or whatever, right? And my mother met my dad through fucking working at a damn bar. She was like working at a bar and she met him. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like once that was it, she just was kind of done. She moved on. You know what I'm saying? She moved the fuck on. My grandfather, he ran a tight ship. He ran a tight ship. You know what I'm saying? And even though my mom did get pregnant when she was younger, and then listen, you got to stay woke to this shit too. All that babysitting shit and sending your kids off to jobs and shit like that, be careful because that's exactly how my mom had my brother earlier. She was going over to babysit somebody at their house, and then some boy was over there and was flirting with my mom, and then they ended up, kicking it. No, fuck that. Like this guy told me, supervise your flock before they come back with a herd. Real talk. Remember Marcy, remember the sweet dreams, remember the cocoa leaf, remember Sega Genesis. Now we live in logs like Genevieve, stash 20 G's, ease, crib and Belize, please, forever cheese. Crib all fresh, high tech, nigga, art deco. In the villa room, sipping demisec. Ooh, separate the classiest from the nastiest. Books on some 96 ill shit. Niggas used to watch swatches, the style, remember? Now they rezzled on the Rolexes, chips like December. In Havana, the Cabana, Copa. Now Fox is flipping more chips than Oprah. Lizard skin sofa, ice flooded on like a Melbo. Marco's the finest. Pure Capone foot action tone like the Braxton. Fox nigga, get your smash on. Yup, exactly. If we was all dawn like DeMarco, running crazy, niggas won't be haters, balling like Lucchese, presidential suites in Ramada, in Nevada, cheese like ricotta, nigga. Bet I'm flipping 20 G's over wet, nigga. What you bet? The Chris have a nigga dripping wet. Oh, that's my shit. My son is 15 years old, telling me he wants a job. Um, Told him he better sit his ass down, be successful in school, and think about your business idea. Exactly. Worry about one thing first. Nope, I didn't hear Little Kim new song. If this is one thing that I wish that I could do is when I was in high school, I wish I could have just focused on that because I was so money motivated and money driven because I just needed new shit. I needed new sneakers. I needed new shit all the time. And I just wish that I wasn't chasing it like that, to be honest with you. What did I miss? I'm late. We just chit chatting. Women, you have to have standards and boundaries at all means, or a dude will think that he can put you through the ringer and you'll stay simply off of his presence alone. Right, Tamara. But I'm telling you, this is how I know a lot of niggas is on that bullshit. My grandfather, see, my dad, right? He's one of those Negroes, and that's why he's sitting up in a nursing home right now. He used to brag to us saying that he used to make $5,000 to $10,000 a day, and my mother would have to beg you to get fucking $200 a month from you. Beg you. Selfish. You know what I'm saying? So my grandfather was just a no nonsense, no nonsense. You need help, he's there for you. You know how you meet people, they're doers. He ain't making no motherfucking excuses. If some shit happen, he's gonna get it done. So it's like, as a man, yeah, I do struggle and I do have shit where I be kind of stagnated by, but most of all, I'm gonna handle my motherfucking business. Like, I just don't know any other way. So when you've seen successful black men in your life do it, when you start to hear the excuses from people, it starts to be like, this is bullshit. It's because listen, because the only person that's holding you back is yourself. And that's real fucking talk. What's up, Toya? I'm so late. I'm starting the live over. I missed the hour. Lessons today. Foundations are important. Do the best you can. Strive for progress. Move forward. It's business as usual. Yeah. Your grandfather's one of the good ones. A lot of these men grew up, yep, 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 yep. Big facts. I was very blessed to grow up with both parents in the household. Yep. So then listen, but you know what? Only one Parker, my cousin was like that too. She grew up with her mother and father. When I tell you, right, I've seen some really good, this is how I know that they out there, but you just got to be watchful, right? So my uncle, my cousin didn't even realize it. He was like, bro, my uncle, he said, my dad really used to just come home. And still to this day, he comes home. He was retired now, but he was like, yo, this nigga came home every night to your mom. I said, yeah, nigga, you was blessed. You grew up the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like your dad talking about cleaning, cooking, like just being, it was a healthy balance between both of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate that a lot of black men get looked at as simps like that when they really care and they go the extra mile. No, like that's the ones who was taught right. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a family man. My grandfather was a motherfucking family man. Now, after he got out of the military, he did struggle a little bit with alcoholism. My mother told me. She said that he used to fucking drink and he'll be sitting in the car and then somebody robbed the damn car for all the groceries and they had to eat beans for like 2 weeks. The only beans we ate growing up was kidney beans and motherfucking chili. My mother never made, she don't like baked beans. She don't like none of that shit because she had to eat so much of it when she was younger. Also, my mom don't eat chicken thighs. That's another thing that I grew up not eating. My mother, because they used to eat that. And based on how you clean it or whatever, chicken thighs can either be really good or it could be really nasty. Because some people don't clean chicken right. So my mom, she used to always say that was poor people food. We never ate chicken thighs when we was younger. We only had wings, legs, and breast. That's the only thing. Um, there's too many excuses. If a dude doesn't want to provide and protect, they definitely not going to show you that. Period. You can't make a man do something they don't want to do. Facts. Yep. So what I wanted to say and finish off that, Parker, you got to make sure you vet somebody. Like, because both of my friends, my cousin going through this, and one of my friends, right? She was just like, she didn't understand it. She was like, I grew up with both of my parents. She's like, why doesn't this man want to be with XYZ, right? Listen, ladies, you got to learn the fucking art of manipulation. You really have to, right? Before you start fucking with somebody, be friends with them and just let it be light energy. Let it be light energy, even to the point like, oh, you talking to somebody, you dating? Because they're gonna be like, oh shit, she cool with it. No, nigga, I'm actually really tallying up shit in the background, and you think that I'm cool. Listen, the art of manipulation is really crazy. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yes, you want to be cool with people when you first meet them so you can get to know them. Also, inviting people to your house so quick and all of that, no, no, none of that shit. You need to figure out the psyche and what's behind this person and how do they love their family. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. If a nigga don't love his mother, don't fuck with him. If he don't respect her, if he don't think highly of her, because before that nigga try to kill you or some shit, he gonna think about a nigga who really loved their mom on some shit like that. They respect her. Like, I know a lot of times people be looking at them fucking movies and be thinking it's fucked up when a person is so obedient to their mom and like, they just will, bend over backwards. That's actually a person who's good. Because that's a person that, especially if their mother found out that they was doing wrong, you don't want that. Listen, but the thing is, a lot of people grow up in dysfunction, so they don't really see those signs. Fucking with somebody who's big on with family is huge. It's huge. It's huge. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. What's up, Roa? Yo, imagine the bars found the T-Boss lady number, and I didn't even see what was going on with that. I understand that. That's why I know that it can be a layer situation. I do understand that too. That's what real men do. They handle shit, and that's how it's supposed to be. No man is kicked out because of welfare. They chose to leave. Facts. My grandfather, when I tell you that shit was so crazy, this man, I think he did have a life insurance policy, but he was pretty much like an entrepreneur farmer, like for the most of his life. My mother just told me the other day they still trying to settle his estate. My grandfather got like $400,000. That nigga lived as a minimalist. When I tell you when my grandmother died in '86, he still has all of the original furniture in that house up until he died. My grandfather been dead 4 years. He still had all of the original furniture in that house, all of it. And you know what? I truly believe that that's why my mom stayed single for so long, because she had a father that was really that nigga. So it's like she didn't care about all of that. To be honest with you, she did not care. So she could spot some half-ass shit early on. She could spot it. And I think that more people would help themselves out if they did that. Montgomery Rewards was that store. Yeah, my mom used to even work there through the holidays to make sure we got everything we wanted. Nicki Minaj needs to teach Charlamagne through her silence. What's up, Victor Lewis? I love Sin and Nyla. Right. But what was wrong with those idiots that was calling in last night? Like, Nicki doesn't have to be friends with Charlamagne or anybody, but when it's time to conduct business, we have to set it up. Exactly. Yeah. Let's keep this shit real, though. If we humor forgiveness, emotional straw man argument, I think of two words to show how unforgiving the music and oh, Janet Jackson. Yeah, the music industry. You know, my friend Lester, he was always like because he loved Janet Jackson so much, he was really hurt by that whole Justin Timberlake shit too. Because it was like the industry basically turned on Janet. Like that shit is so wrong. Never will they do that to their white counterparts, right? I want everybody to know this. Lady Gaga, her last few projects have been flopping, flopping. And you know what's so funny? When a black artist flop, they just flop and they just keep doing less and less and less, right? But then when a white person flops, the algorithm or the powers that be have ways to pick them up. Then she was winning Stars Born. Then she had all these fucking collaborations with what was that white guy Lady Gaga collaborated with, and they treated it like it was the best thing since sliced fucking bread. Lady Gaga been flopping. Her last single that came out, it don't do the numbers like it did, and she literally collaborated with Ariana Grande because one, it was her season where she was out, and Ariana Grande gets streams. That record also got a Grammy. Lady Gaga got so much favor with the Grammys just from being that white girl from fucking New York City. Fuck out of here. That's why I don't feel. Listen, Lady Gaga grew up rich. Her parents was a fucking millionaires. She want to cry and talking about she had to do certain things to get where she was. No, you didn't. You grew up rich. You grew up on the Lower East Side of motherfucking Manhattan. Stop fucking acting. The fuck? That shit is crazy to me. I don't have sympathy for people like that. Not saying I don't have sympathy for the part of them being assaulted, but you put yourself into that situation. Imagine how many black kids that you see trying to get in rap if their parents was millionaires. You think they would be trying to do that? They would be trying to figure out how they could make more money off their parents' money. Lady Gaga, you come from money. Fuck out of here. That shit is stupid. Chromatica, exactly. I only like the first Gaga album. I like to get exactly Bradley Cooper. Right. All right, I'm about to get up off here. Erica Kane's, I bet. LaRon, yeah, you can vet someone a while. I'm telling you, vet people when you fucking date them. And I love that there's channels like Cynthia G and Nyla because it's a listen. My aunt told us years ago. I was at the table at the fucking family reunion, and my aunt was telling all of the black girls at the table. She said, if you have a baby, pray that you have a son. No, pray that you have a daughter, because the men in our family ain't shit. She said that verbatim. Like she said, if you have a child, pray for a daughter. And I feel like that's fucking crazy. But I'm telling you, and you can't just say like, oh, I have good men in my family, so there are a lot of good men out there. Listen, I know that there are, but typically, what you're gonna run into in these parts, you got to be careful. You really, really got to be careful. You got to examine a motherfucker. Be their friend. I swear to God, I done got shit out of people before you don't even realize, right? I remember I asked this person, I was like, oh, so what you think about cocaine? And I ain't gonna lie, I did lie and say I did it because I wanted to see what they was gonna say. I said I did it before, I didn't like it, right? But I didn't. But I knew that if I was, because sometimes people, you might think that this is wrong. It is manipulation. But if you say, oh no, I would never do coke or some shit like that, they might get a little like you're judging and they ain't gonna tell you. Nope, I'm gonna be open. Nope, trust me. LaRon is gonna get the motherfucking data he needs. Trust me. I'm gonna get the data one way or another. So I think as a lady, when you first meet a man, it's cool to just be open. Be like, oh, are you dating somebody else? Because like, I don't care, we just friends. Like, I don't care if you date somebody else. You want that motherfucker to almost say to you, like, no, I'm not talking to nobody. No, I'm more than you want him to say it. Don't just assume, because that's how you get to be open. Because then once he see, they be like, "Oh yeah, I'm talking this, whatever, whatever." And first and foremost, when you meet anybody, you should be like have that cool type of energy anyway, because you get more. You don't get more by being, judgmental or shit like that. Be open to it, and then once you're open to it, form the opinions in your mind. Like, yeah, I'm checking off that. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how to do this shit for real. said the girl committed suicide by jumping off a roof, and in Gaga's paparazzi video, she pushed off the balcony. Let me go up and see what you said. They said Gaga sacrificed this girl named Lena Morgana or something like that and stole her style. Oh, I did hear about that too. Lady Gaga's people had dough. Exactly. Gaga been flopping. Been flopping. Hell yeah, she been flopping. That last album ain't do good. Art Pop, I think, was the last one. Joanne did not fucking do good at all with I Live for the Applause, Applause. That shit did not do good. Even though I did like that song, Giving Me a Million Reasons. I ain't saying that I like the song, but what I'm saying is the same. And you know what's so funny? You see how Katy Perry, she just stopped doing good? I'm telling you, a lot of people might try to act mum about this shit, but fucking Taylor Swift had a lot to do with that. She had a lot to do with it. Believe me. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. I've been on here way longer than side note, does anyone know how BK Tidaway passed away? They said that she was they said she fell from a building. Gaga's a ripoff to Khalees. And Lena's mother said that her daughter wasn't suicidal. Damn. I gotta look into that. Wasn't that some girl that was on her record label too? And they said that once Lady Gaga came to the label, they kind of pushed her to the back. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. LeBron is a dating specialist. Yeah, listen, I'll show your ass how to do this shit. You need to learn how to manipulate people so that you can get the data that you need. Like, yo, if you think that somebody does drugs or something, say, hey, be like, what you think about cocaine? And then they'll be like, be like, well, I tried it once, I didn't really like it or anything like that, even though you never tried that shit. See, I know somebody's gonna comment because somebody told me this in my video before. They was like, that's wrong. You shouldn't have to do that. Listen, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I gotta do to get that motherfucking data. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. I ask people like, how you feel about so what's your relationship like with your mom? Sometimes you really gotta fix it up because they could be trying to they could understand you looking for issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like there's no other way. Be like, so how's your mom doing? Like, how's your mom doing? Don't ask them what their relationship is like because they might get red flag. Be like, so how's your mom doing? And they might be like, oh, she passed away. If she passed away, how their relationship was still important. Fuck that. Because I tell you what, from real time of knowing people and seeing how they disrespect their parents, they also do poorly in relationships. I'm just telling you, stay woke to that shit. And it's not just something that cliche that somebody say. Because if somebody doesn't have respect for their mom, how can they when they get mad, how are they going to respect you? You feel me? I'm sorry. You might think it's corny. I think it's dope when you find people like this, like who was it? One of my friends, they used to spend so much time with their family and stuff like that. Like even my friend Lester, he was like, "Yo, all these people going out you know how shit be open on Thanksgiving." He's like, "How the fuck do people be going out Black Friday shopping on let's see, on Thanksgiving? It's like they must hate their family. Like be attracted to people who love family and love the value of family and just being with family. That shit is so important." Let's see, but Gaga really put it on her face. Gaga really put it all in her face. No one knew the fame monster. I sent you the Kim snippet on IG. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna listen to it. So listen, guys, I'm about to get up off of here. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you made it to the end of the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time I go live. I typically try to go live from the computer, but this was, this kind of reminded me of old times. Let's see. Make sure y'all streaming voicemail, stack it up. Here we go. Thank you, Elevating Steps. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What's up, Sean? I ain't see you. You must have just got here. Let's see. Some moms deserve to be. Let's see what. Some moms deserve to be disrespected sometimes. To be honest, like the children ain't punching bags. I think a lot of that energy comes from women being overwhelmed and just like having that full on responsibility, like of raising the child and taking care. Like when the baby was saying that shit about Danny Lee, he was just like, "Yo, even though I have no sympathy for her, because listen, you the one who fucked and perused around with a rapper and you ain't got no bag. That means you stupid. Which where you operating from?" So listen, when he was just like, "I just want to take care of my child and do it," so it's just like, damn, it's that easy to just nut up in somebody. You don't know how their their day to day is going or anything. I'm telling you, I fell out with one of my brothers before because I didn't understand how he lived around the corner from his child. I didn't understand how he lived around the corner from his child, And just because he was mad at the baby mother, he didn't want to stop by. I said, "Yo, you don't know." I said, "So you just gonna wait till the weekend to see her? So it's just a every other weekend thing. So you don't care about what she goes through Monday through Friday, but you just only give a fuck about." That's not normal to me. A parent, no, a parent is on 24 hours. I couldn't imagine myself having a child and only seeing them on the weekends and not calling them or anything throughout the week just to see how you doing. How was your day in school? That shit is important to me. Like, how was your day today? Some people don't see that though. Um, so listen, I'm about to get up off of here. Being resentful about single child parent can do that. Well, my mother made the best cornmeal porridge. I tried, but it's not like hers. Plantain porridge. I love plantain. Plantain. Some men are perfectly fine with being part-time parents. Yeah, and that's a red fucking flag. Um, my mom gave me so much trauma. It's sad. Damn, I'm sorry about that. You know, That's fucked up. And it's just like you got to realize too, a lot of these parents out here raising kids also have mental illnesses. You know, I tried to say this to one of my friends who her mother is like out there like that. I said, listen, do people, and I'm gonna end this with saying this, right? Do you ever realize, like, say for example, like with my mom, when my grandfather died, I'm telling you, when we was in the parking lot of the church, my mother told me that one of her brothers, her half brother, had molested her and her sister. She never told me that all through my life. I never knew that my mom was going through stuff like that. So now it makes sense to me why my mom used to always have conversations about touch and people being, weird and shit like that. How you think like when I was a 4-year old boy, 4 or 5-year-old boy running through the YMCA, and that white man was flashing us. He was flashing little kids as they walked past the locker room aisle. What told me at that age to keep running? I knew that shit wasn't right. Oh, my mom raised me well. She raised me, and see, and it's never too early to have those conversations with people. To me, I was like, who the fuck is this white guy showing his dick? And so I think he was swinging his dick, and he kept walking from aisle to aisle slowly, just trying. So what was you expecting? Like a weak child to run up to you and be like, "Oh, what's that?" or some shit like that? No, nigga, I grew up with brothers. My mother was on that shit. I was on it. I knew when, because listen, I was one of those people, right? Even kind of like to now. No, I'm not really like that. But when I was younger, I was more so on some shit that if you wasn't my family or if I didn't know you, there's no reason for me to talk to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm better now, but what I'm saying, like when I was younger, that's how you keep yourself out of situations too. If I don't know you, like, what are you like? Why do you keep walking aisle to aisle showing your dick? And I just remember myself kept running. Like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo. Let's see. Me too, but I ain't him. He was expecting blind trust based. He was expecting blind trust based on his skin color. Wow, tell me why when I was a freshman in high school, this white boy flashed his ish inquire. Wow. Let me block Sachin. Because, no, you know what? I'm going to put you in timeout. Let's see. Disgusting. That's sad. Yep. And that wasn't the first time that men tried some shit like that shit. And you know what? Just like when that guy did that shit to me in front of my house after he'd been watching us play football all around the corner. This nigga waited but to him, it was his idea of the perfect time. He was like, ooh, he probably was watching me chase around the car with my friend. Then my friend went away and I was just sitting in front of my house. The next thing I know, this nigga is walking up my walkway. My heart started pounding. This is intruder. You're a weirdo. You're a stranger. But see, I wasn't one of those little, let me tell you something. From early on, I wasn't one of those little kids that keep secrets. Oh no, I'm telling a fucking adult. And my mom she raised us to be like that. So that's why I'm saying, like, I was a communicator. Like, I don't know anything about none of that weird shit. Um, so yeah, he didn't do anything. You know, Hell yeah, the men be predators. And then listen, I'm gonna have to tell you about another day about what this guy who lived at the end of the street at the corner with me, living with his wife and his two twin children. Oh, I have to tell you about that one day. Let me tell you something, right? It's not about like people will just try to violate you in all type of ways. It started out with I'm gonna just wait to get into that. No, I didn't really get into that, to be honest with you. LaRon, before you go, you have to happen to watch the versus battle between Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia. Nope, I just seen some of the clips. I don't know, Tamra. When I was talking about the story, he said that he wished he was him. So I'm thinking, what are you saying? You wish he was him? You wish you was the person in the gym that was flashing me? So Sachin, I don't know if you was being, I don't know what that was about, but I definitely had to pause you. Yeah, I put him in timeout. See, his comment said, let me see. Sachin was blocked for 5 minutes because when I was talking about the situation about the locker room from what I took, I thought that he said that he wished that was him. Yeah, that was definitely disrespectful. My mom wore me early as hell. Yeah, people weird as hell. You need to get your music done. All right, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I gotta go. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and I'm up out of here.